Hello and warm welcome to this short video about the order-based planning in IBP Response and Supply. As a planner, I'm entering in the morning the office and look at this dashboard to see what's happening in my supply chain. So I'm responsible for the order fulfillment towards my customer. So I can see, for example, here the different order fulfillment by the different customers I have. And I can see also my order fulfillment rate by individual customers here in bar charts. What I'm really worried about is that my customer 2 is basically not fulfilled at all in the very short term. I'm responsible for a product series which is about smartphones and basic phones, and those two basic phones and smartphones, they are consuming memories. So the memories we can see here in this kind of small chart of the supply chain. To really figure out more about why this customer is not fulfilled here, I switch over to the View Confirmations app. Here I can see, for example, the list of sales orders for these customers in the next couple of days and weeks. And we can see, for example, here that there are some sales orders that are completely unfulfilled. So we can see here they are 100% unconfirmed. When we scroll to the right, we can also see what is the revenue impact and the revenue at risk. So in short, you see here there's one customer which is here customer number 3, and this has basically a high impact on our revenue when we not fulfill this customer order. To really figure out more why this is not fulfilled, we can click on the order number and jump to the next screen. Here we can see now the list of orders that are, let's say, prioritized by our algorithm. And we can see here this order of the customer is, let's say, in the fourth rank of the sequence of the list. We can see all orders before that have been 100% confirmed. So we see that here we have kind of a shortage for this advanced phone. To really figure out now what is the problem, we can see in the order network what are the root causes for this. So here we see the gating factors as they are called. So we have gating factors for all kind of reasons. So there can be gating factors for multiple resources, for memory, so for other materials that are missing in this production. But in this case, we see there is a gating factor for the memory. So we have here a shortage for the memory, and it tells us this is the whole breakdown of the bill of material and the orders. And we can see here the memory, which would be needed at the 5th of January, is just available at the middle of February. So this is causing a delay of this, let's say, sales order. And we can also see there are some other gating factors for this chain of orders, which are, for example, lead time issues. But let's focus on this memory first. And for this, as a planner, I would like to reach out to other planners to see what they can do here to maybe to expedite the memory here. Therefore, I can reach out by using Copilot, and I'm asking my colleague from the materials department. Can also add here another screenshot of it, so that he also is aware of the fact what I'm doing here, so that this has a high impact. Okay, so here we have the answer. So here we can see the answer. No, it's not possible because of the weather conditions, which I think is quite clear in middle of January in European time zone, so there's bad weather and we can't accelerate. So what other options do we have to get this customer happy? So one option can be we can run a scenario and see if we can make a fair share of the materials towards that we fulfill every customer. Therefore, I will create first a scenario in the managed versions and scenarios app. I can do this, and this is really super fast to create new scenarios. I just need to select here the base version, say new scenario, fair share due to bad weather, and I can test the assumption if it works to use fair share in this case. Okay, we can now switch to the jobs to schedule a job. Just prepared here a variant so I can copy from this. And from the list of possible scenarios, I pick now the one with the fair share due to bad weather. I select my material and the rule to use a fair share based planning approach. I need to switch the rule for demand prioritization. So before we have seen all the demands were planned in a strict sequence. Now they are running in fair share mode. So now let's look at the planning results. So planning run has finished. So we will switch back to the version where I did the what if scenario and see what does the situation now look like. So when we see the results in the app, we see now the sales orders. They are not all or nothing, so they are more fair shared fulfillment happened. So we see still some shortages. So for example, the last sales order here is not fulfilled, and this is just because it's the one which is in the furthest future out. So we see that the previous orders where we saw the shortages, they are now partially fulfilled and also late fulfilled because they are very early, so they are already in the past. And to really look now what is the overall scenario comparison, I can switch over back to the dashboard and compare in the analytics the two scenarios I have now. So we see the previous result. I add now the version or the scenario with the fair share with the bad weather. And now we can see very well how this now builds out. So we see in orange, this is the scenario with the fair share option. So everyone is at least served to a certain degree. Some customers better than others, but we can see that this is a way better approach now. And with that, I can now take this into execution and confirm my orders against this new fair share approach. This is it from the demo perspective. Thank you for watching this small video.